So Janet is a time management and productivity coach. So if you don't know what that means, it means that she spends her days helping business owners make the most of their time. And not only practical solutions and ways in which they can actually do things differently and uncover the things that they're actually losing time on, but also sometimes dive into what's actually causing them to lose that time as well. So some of the causes and things that might be coming into some of that procrastination and other things you find. Is that fair, Janet?
Very fair.
Oh,
very
lovely.
fair.
Fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's the introduction done. Now what are you going to be speaking to us on? You are going to be saying stop in capital letters.
Mm-hmm.
How to be more assertive.
That's
and you
it.
have 5 minutes on the subject.
Thank
The
you.
floor is all yours.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, it's lovely to be here. And as Cheryl said, my talk is on stop. S-T-O-P. Actually, it's always in capital letters. When you come up to a stop street, it says stop. And that is how to say no nicely. Have you ever looked at your calendar at the beginning of the week and think, oh my word, I've got far too many commitments in here? Have you ever wished you had more time to yourself? Have you wished you hadn't been so eager to accept a commitment and in your saner moments regret it and wish you hadn't? Well, to learn how to say no nicely is a key principle of time management. Because if you don't, and if you say yes too often, you won't be in control of your diary. You will allow other people to have that control. So that is where it is so important. And now this stop, I love acronyms because it helps me remember. And I think when it helps me remember, it's going to help other people remember too. So if we spell stop, S-T-O-P, normal, the S is you state the problem. Now the problem is usually your own problem. It's your problem. It's not the other person's problem. It's probably a problem you've created because you didn't say no in the first place. So you state the problem. The T stands for tell of your feelings. Remember, it's your feelings, how you feel about it. The O, you offer a solution. The P, you predict the outcome. So S-T-O-P. So supposing, for example, you've been asked to serve on the committee, the PTA of your child's school. The chairperson caught you in an off-guarded moment. You didn't have an effective excuse not to, and you rather actually said, oh yes, I'll do it. And you did. And you wished you hadn't. But now you've got to get out of that commitment. What do? Well, first of all, you approach the chairperson and you think, state the problem. You say to them, I know I volunteered to serve on this committee. I really don't have the time. I feel I can't give it sufficient attention. T, you tell of your feelings. Now this really makes me feel guilty. I can't do what I need to for the committee. I'm not there for my family. My husband has to leave a meeting early, and that makes me feel bad, and it's just not working. O, you offer a solution. You have to have done a bit of homework here. So you say, I have spoken to Debbie. You know, her mother lives with her. She's got a little bit more time. And she'd be very happy to be involved, and she'd be willing to take my place. And then you P, you predict the outcome. That way, you will have somebody who's more committed, has more time to spend on the committee. I won't feel so pressured in trying to be in two places at once. And hopefully, you will have a good solution. Now, hopefully, the chairperson is a reasonable person, that she likes Debbie, and she's happy with the outcome. So, as I said, it does require a little bit of work from you when you're offering that solution, how it's going to best work. Don't forget, it is your problem, not the other person's. There's no blame. You're not putting them on the defensive. It's your problem. You have to own up to it. So remember, if you need to extricate yourself from something, remember, stop. State the problem. Tell of your feelings. Offer a solution. Predict the outcome. And I wish you good luck.
Thank you. Judges. Who'd like to go first?
Alrighty. So is the PTA story, is that a personal example, or is it one you've...
No, it was a personal example. Yes.
It was?
Yes, it was.
Okay. I felt that it would have improved if you maybe said this is something that happened to me, and like how did you feel at the beginning going into it? So I kind of felt it was either, like, I couldn't really relate to it, but if you'd said, this is something that happened to me and this is how I solved it, that would have made it that little bit better for me.
Thank you.
I love your voice. There's a lyricism to it, which is just really beautiful and soothing to listen to.
Thank you.
What I would love to see you is, you're talking about assertiveness, and I would really love that you actually just be more mindful of what your body language is doing so that it feels assertive. So 2 things that I really noticed that you might, were you videotaping this? Was somebody videotaping this? Great. Just have a look at what your feet, you have a tendency to walk kind of back and forth in the space a lot, just unconsciously a little bit. And I would just be really, like, either stay really sort of solid and grounded in one space, and if you do choose to move, that it's intentional.
Okay.
I think that will give you more of a sense of power, especially because the topic is assertiveness. And just little things that with your, when you talk about stop, like, there's a little bit of a weakness with that versus stop.
Okay.
You're in your power because of the topic, so there's a congruency in your body language.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yes,
Awesome.
thank you.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I think, our unconscious body language says so much about us. So I completely agree with Lena on that respect, with both of them. This is where using repetition can really help and getting the audience. So when you go, state the problem, state the what, and getting the audience to buy in to your can really help as a technique. Because if information's coming out, we'll switch off. But if you're like, okay, so I'm going to teach you an acronym and stop. And the first one is state the problem. Repeat after me. State the problem. And then they start to remember it. You don't have to do the pointy bit. That's just to cue them, right? But when you do that smoothly and you're used to it, then people remember it more. So I know it's state the problem and then tell your feelings, right? So again, tell your feelings. Tell your what? Your feelings. And this is where those techniques are really handy. I know some people use them, they can come across quite cheesy, but when you're teaching an acronym and something you want them to remember, this is really good. And I'd love to see you play with that a bit more and summon some response from the audience. That's your next stretch, because you're a very good, vibrant, energetic speaker, but it'll this way.
Yeah.
I'd like you to summon people to come this way and get a response from them.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Great.
you very much.
So one more time for Janet.
Yay!
Thank you. Thank you.